there, even though they're 7-5. 6 of those 7 victories have been come from behind wins. What do you say this team's biggest weakness is?
Their bullpen, again, and I'm anticipating they're going to do exactly what they did a year ago, which is at the deadline, whoever the seller is, they're going to go out and get somebody like they got Mark Melancon because they're going to need it. Throughout the offseason, we were wondering why they didn't just suck it up and pay for one of these closers that was out there because they needed it after they lost Melancon. And they just didn't do it, and so they let it play out in the spring, and Blake Trinan got the job, and he's got an ERA of 6. So that's not going to last very long. So there's going to be another closer in here. The good news is Daniel Murphy picked up where he left off, and the really good news is Bryce Harper, at least for a few weeks here, looks like Bryce Harper of a couple of years ago and not the one a year ago. So they're going to score, clearly. They're going to score a lot of runs. That's not going to be their problem. Assuming they stay healthy, and that's a big assumption with Strasburg, their starting pitching's terrific. So we're not concerned about that. It's the bullpen again. But I believe Rizzo's going to do what he did last year. He's going to wait for the right deal. He's going to find a seller. And sometime in June or July, there's going to be a closer of some form of merit that's going to come in here that's going to be sold off.
Look for Greg Holland out in Colorado. He might be available.
Yeah, it's somebody. I mean, it's good. Listen, there were a bunch of them last year, right. So, and there always is. I mean, that's what happens, but they just got to get there. And it does feel like this division for them is really a 2-team race. And I think they know that. So can they manage their way to around the trade deadline where they are at or near the top of their division? Probably. You know, their offense is going to win a lot of games. Scherzer's going to win a lot of games. Strasburg healthy is going to win them a lot of games. Gio Gonzalez has an ERA under 2, and I know it's a short sample this year, but that's a big difference from last year. Mm-hmm. So if your number 3 starter is going to do that, they're fine. It's just a matter of, like, we know what's going to happen in the playoffs if they don't have a closer, and I assume they're going to go get one.